Hello and welcome to this no-nonsense yoga flow. In today's flow, we'll be sticking to the basics. All levels will benefit from it. You'll leave feeling nice and open, but hopefully you'll have gotten a little sweat on too. So we'll go ahead and get started. Make your way to a child's pose. Knees wide, arms extend forward, and then press the hips back towards the heels. Start to take a few breaths here. Big inhales through the nose. And on this first one, just open the mouth, exhale it out. Notice how good that feels for the body. So let's do it again, but this time keeping the mouth closed, in and out through the nostrils. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Once more, inhale. Send it out, exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, fill up. Send it out. Good. Keeping the forehead down. Just start to inch the fingertips closer towards the top edge of the mat. Press into the fingertips so you feel the palms lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the heart down. And then just roll over the forehead right to left, dipping the right armpit down, the left armpit down. And then just add a little sway, rocking the hips right to left. Come back through center. Rest the palms and the elbows back down to the mat. On the next inhale, press your way up, tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, cat-cows. On the inhale, drop the belly, tuck the toes, lift the gaze. Lift the gaze so much so you're trying to look back behind you. And as you exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine, chin to the chest, round the upper back. Inhale, arch the back. Lift the gaze, press into the hands. Chin to chest, round, draw in. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Find your deepest breath. Inhale. Drop the belly. Lift the gaze. Send it out. Exhale. Tabletop. Send the right arm high. Gaze up towards the thumb. Stacking right shoulder on top of left. And then thread your needle. Left hand walks forward. Lower the right shoulder down. Left hand can walk out forward. You can start to bind it behind the body, catching right inner thigh. If you like to work on floating, you just rock a little bit of weight into the right shoulder, right knee, and then you press down into the back of the right hand. Tuck the right toes, send the left leg high. Keep working the back of the skull towards the mat. Then maybe right toes come up towards the left knee. Good. Unwind, left hand plants. Re-reach the right arm high. Inhale. Send the right arm forward, left leg back. Balancing table. Belly in towards the spine, thumb up towards the sky. Slightly pigeon toe the left foot. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, round forehead to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're holding this one. Press into the left palm, forehead to knee, heel to glute. Inhale, reach out. Bend the knee, reach back, catch the top of the foot, kick up and away from the body. Continue pressing into the left hand, gaze up. Good, one more inhale, kick up. Cartwheel the limbs out and then lower them down to the mat. Left side, sweep the left arm high, gaze up. Thread, left hand goes under, walk the right arm forward. Stay, or if you find the bind, right hand behind the body. If you work the float, left knee, left shoulder, press down into the back of the left hand. Start to sweep the right leg up. If you fall out, don't worry, just get back in. Slowly unwind, right hand plant, sweep the left arm high, gaze follows the thumb, hold it. Then send the left arm forward, right leg back, balancing table. Start to fire up the core here, beginning of practice. Reach the limbs long, take an inhale. Exhale, round forehead to knee, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're holding this one. Press firmly into the right hand. Make the connection, heel to glute, forehead to knee. Inhale, reach out. Bend the knee, reach back. Catch the top of the foot, kick up and away. One more inhale, kick up. Cartwheel the limbs out. And then lower them down to the mat. Walk the hands forward, lower the forehead or chin down towards the mat. Extended puppy. Slither the body forward, coming onto the forearms for Sphinx pose. Elbows are under shoulders, feet are hips width distance apart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, anchor the pubic bone down into the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, then lower the chin towards the chest. Roll right ear towards right shoulder. Back through center, left ear, left shoulder. Back through center, press into the hands, point the thumbs forward, straighten out the elbows, lift the gaze, let the head go. Bend the elbows, pull the heart forward, lower the forehead down to the mat. Keeping the hands underneath the shoulders, you can either keep the feet hips width distance apart, or if you have a sensitive low back. If not, you can bring the legs together, big toes, ankles, heels all come to touch. Squeeze the legs together, press down into the tops of the feet, then wrap the elbows in tight towards the body. Press down into the tops of the feet, feel the knees lift, so anchor the tops of the feet down into the floor, and then lift the heart up. Use the strength of the back body. Point the shoulders forward, continue to squeeze the elbows in, and then lift the gaze up. So legs are strong, you're pressing into the tops of the feet, squeezing the legs together, very little weight in the hands. Keep lifting the gaze, one more inhale. Lower the forehead down to the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the body. Again, press the tops of the feet down, feel the knees lift, and as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try to draw that fist package towards the heels, lift the gaze, squeeze the legs together. Use the strength of the back body. Try to touch that fist package to the heels. One more inhale, lift, up, lower down. Now bend the knees, grab from the outsides of the feet, finding our way into a bow pose. So grab the outsides of the feet, start to kick into the hands, rolling to the soft part of the belly. Kick, kick, kick. Lift the gaze up. Continue kicking into the hands, point the toes up towards the sky. Activate the glutes, roll to the soft part of the belly. One more inhale, kick, up. Good, slowly lower down. Hands come under the shoulders and just shimmy the hips right to left. Tuck the toes, press up, high straight arm plank, and then send the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the knees, alternate right heel to the mat, left heel to the mat. So in your down dog, you want your feet hips width distance apart. That's like if you were to make your hands two fists, put them next to each other. That's about the distance that you want your feet to be apart. So not too wide, not too close together. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes again. Good. Elevate the heels off of the mat. Tiptoe walk the feet up to meet the hands. When you reach the top, put a generous bend in the knees. Grab opposite elbow. Let the head go. Ragdoll sway right to left, front to back. Let it go. Release the hands down to the mat. Put a bend in the right knee. Keep the right hand planted. Left leg is straight. Open the left arm up. Gaze towards the left thumb. Continue to press the left hip back, opening up. Come back through center. Left hand plants. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. Open up the right arm. Gaze up towards the right thumb. Right hand comes down to the mat. Put a bend in the knees. Press down into the heels and slowly roll your way up to standing. Stacking the spine, shoulders, neck, head comes up last. Palms face forward. Start to ground down into the feet. So close your eyes and press into the feet. Start to activate the quadriceps. Ground down right under that spot on the big toe, right under the pinky and the back two corners of the heel. Find that foundation. Good. Sweep the arms overhead. Gaze up towards the thumbs. Bring the hands to heart center. Bow your head. Close your eyes. Set an intention for practice, a motivation behind your movement. Good. Heel toe, the big toes, ankles to touch. Sweep the arms overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, open the arms, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Hands can be on the mat, the shins, or the upper thighs. Stomach is in, back is flat. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, forehead to knees. Try to press into the hands to draw the forehead a little closer towards the knees. Once more, inhale, halfway lift, Ardha. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Plant the hands, step, hop, walker, float the feet back, high straight arm plank. Pause, hold here, shift the body weight forwards and back. Keeping hips in line with shoulders, core is active, quadriceps engaged. For 5, 4, 3, 2, shift forward. We'll do this first one together on our knees, so knees just lower down to the mat. Wrap the elbows in, because we don't want the elbows to go wide when we lower the chest down. We want them to tuck underneath the body. So we wrap in. As you exhale, bend the elbows so they're underneath the body, tight by the rib cage, lower the heart down. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat, and then squeeze the legs together, lift the heart. This is your up dog. Elbows continue to stay tight by the body. Lower the heart down, tuck the toes, press into the hands, send the hips back towards the heels. And then tuck the toes and the hips high, downward facing dog. So that option is always there for you. You can mix and match, go at your pace. Do this practice however you need to, intensity-wise. Dial it up or dial it down. Send the right leg high. Point the right toes up towards the sky. Then bend the knee, open the hip. Right heel towards left glute. Circle out the ankle, wiggle out the toes. Draw circles with the right knee in one direction and reverse the direction. Send the right leg high. Elevate the left heel off the mat. Send the right knee to forehead. Shift forward. Try to get high on the left tip toes. Send the right leg back. Right knee, right tricep. Tap it to the outside, or if you fly, work Ekapada. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep, hold it to the outside or fly. Send it back. Right knee to forehead, 3 knee thrusters. So we lower the right knee, press up and away. Lower, press, lower, press. Step the right foot through, lower the left knee down. Sweep the arms up, take an inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Come forward, reach up. Exhale, reach back. Reach up, hold this one. I like to tuck my left toes under. I feel like it helps me find a little more balance, but if you like the top of the foot down on the mat, that is perfectly fine. Activate the left glute. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, lean back. Runner stretch, shift back. Flex the right toes towards the face. You can interlace the fingers behind you or lower them down to the mat to help you find a little balance. If you have a bend in the right knee, perfectly fine, but just try to work a flexed foot here. IT band stretch. Walk the hands over to the right, and we're just swiveling on this left knee. Take the pinky toe edge of this right foot down towards the mat. So breathing into the IT band through the right side of the leg, the outer part of the right leg. Good. Walk forward. Shift the body weight forward. Tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. Sweep the arms up. High crescent lunge. Draw the belly button in, light between the biceps and the ears. Press the back of the left knee out. Find your eagle arms. Left arm goes under the right arm. Garudasana arms, trying to get the thumbs to point towards the face, palms to touch. Lift the elbows, lean back. Draw the bind forward, hover belly over thigh. Rise up, bend the left knee, press off, wrap the left leg up and around the right leg for eagle, Garudasana. If you need to use this left foot down on the mat on the outside to be like a little kickstand, you can do that. Roll the shoulders back and down the body, tuck the tail under. Squeeze the inner thighs together, keep lifting the upper body back at the end. Straighten the right leg, take the left knee up and in towards the body. Sweep the left leg back, release your bind to a warrior three. Either point the left toes or flex them, but try to get that left leg active. Find one spot of focus on the floor. This is all going to help you find your balance. Reach the arms forward, make the load a little bit heavier. Landing in a warrior one, bend the right knee, lower the left foot down to a 45-degree angle, reach the arms up. So check out your feet here. This left foot, 45-degree angle, turn the quad on, right toes pointed forward, bend into the right knee. Cactus the arms, lean back. Interlace the fingers behind the body. As you roll the shoulders back, let the fist package glide down the left leg. And then to humble your warrior, bend into the right knee, lead with the heart, take the bind with you, chin to chest. Notice if you're looking down towards the mat, try to gaze towards the belly button. Truly let the head go here. Cartwheel the arms open, meeting in a warrior two. So just a little shift of the hips. Rather than the hips trying to be squared forward, now the hips are parallel to the edge of the mat. Ground down into the feet here. Maybe scoot the right toes a little forward, sit a little deeper, tuck the tail under. Three pumping warriors. Straighten the right leg, reach up. Ooh, hips are popping. Exhale to two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to two. One more, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, sit low, hold, reach fingertip to fingertip, turn the triceps on. So arms are active here, grounding down into the feet, belly is in, tailbone down, strong warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse, keep a bend in the right knee, but you're reaching back behind you. Cartwheel the arms down. Step or float the right foot back, move through your version of a flow. So you can keep this right leg lifted or you can drop both knees. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, pull the heart through, upward facing dog. Chin to chest, downward facing dog. Gaze towards the navel, ground down into the hands, press into them to point the hips high towards the sky. If the heels are not down on the mat, that's totally fine. Just bend the knees. Prioritize lengthening the spine first. Send the left leg high. Point the toes up towards the sky. Then bend the knee, open the hip, left heel towards right glute. Circle out the ankle, wiggle the toes. Draw circles with the left knee. And reverse the direction. Send the left leg high. Elevate the right heel off the mat. Left knee to forehead, round curl. Send it back. Left knee, left tricep. Tap it to the outside if you're flying, working Ekapada. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep, hold it or fly. Send the left leg back. Left knee to forehead, round. Get high on those right tiptoes. 3 knee thrusters. Lower, press. Lower, press. Lower, press. Step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee down. Sweep the arms up, low crescent. So again, I like to tuck my right toes under. Helps me find a little extra balance. Shift the weight back. Flex the left toes towards the face. Shift forward. Arms come up. Send it back. Inhale, come up, hold here. Activate the right glute. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, lean back. Keep that right glute super active, allowing the right hip flexor to open up. Runner stretch. Shift the body weight back. So hands can be down on the mat or start to work interlacing them, finding that balance. Flex the toes towards the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades if you've got those arms interlaced. IT band stretch. Walk the hands over towards the left side. So now we're swiveling on the right knee. Pinky toe edge of the left foot works its way down towards the floor. Walk it around, top of the mat. Shift the body weight forward, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, extend the arms up. High crescent lunge here. So maybe scoot the left toes a little more forward. Try to press the back of the right knee out. Draw the belly in. Eagle your arms. Right arm goes under the left arm. So eagle bind this side. Trying to get the palms to touch. Thumbs point towards the face. Lift up, lean back. Draw the bind forward, belly over thigh. Breathe into the back body here. Feel that opening through the shoulder blades. Lift your bind, bend the right knee, press off. Right leg wraps up and around the left leg. Again, using the right foot as a kickstand or finding that full wrap. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Trying to get elbows and knees in alignment with the back being like flat, like you're sitting down against a wall. Straighten the left leg, draw the right knee in towards the body. Release your bind, warrior 3. Think about getting the pinkies to touch behind the body. Point the right toes or flex them. Activate the quads. Find one spot of focus. Extend the arms forward. Nice. Challenge yourself. Breathe through it. Bend the left knee, landing in a warrior 1. Right foot lands at a 45-degree angle. So again, check out your stance. Back foot 45. This time this right hip is trying to point its way forward. So we're ultimately, eventually, trying to get the hips squared towards the top of edge of the mat. Because then when we open up to warrior 2, it's just a little pivot of the hips. Cactus the arms, lean back, squeeze the shoulder blades, let the head go. Interlace the fingers behind you, shoulder loop, roll it back. Bend into the left knee, lead with the heart, humble. Gaze towards the navel, take the bind overhead, let gravity do its work. Notice if the hips are drawing their way over to the left, try to draw them towards the back of the mat. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior 2. So now we shimmy the hips, just one little pivot over. So now hips squared towards the right edge of the mat. Left toes point forward. Back foot can be about 45 or just slightly pivoted. And then notice if you arch the back. We were trying to wrap in neutral tailbone. Core stays in tight, triceps active. 3 pumping warriors, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale to 2. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, ride the breath down. Warrior two and hold. Gaze over the front middle finger. Laser beam focus here. Flip the front palm, reverse. Bend into the left knee, reach back behind you. Cartwheel the arms down. Plant the hand step or float the left foot back. Your version of a chaturanga. Continue to keep the elbows tight beside the body as you lower down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Send the right leg high. Right knee, right tricep, optional push-up. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep, optional push-up. Send it back. Right knee to chest, windshield wiper the right knee to the right elbow, left elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left heel down. Kick the right leg out and hold. If you like to work Vishvamitrasana, left hand to the blade edge of the right foot. Draw the knee towards the armpit, then start to kick into the hand. Otherwise, kick the right leg out, lower it down, spiral the left arm open, let the head go. Left hand down, optional push-up. Send it back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Right foot lands. Open up the right arm. Try to keep the right heel off the mat. Let the head go. My dog's inside losing her mind. Sorry, Max. Right hand plants, right leg lifts. Good little protector. Step the right foot through. Open it up, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand plants. Open the left hip, stack it on top of the right. Kick the sole of the foot towards the back wall. Right hand can be on the mat or a block. Maybe right hand to heart center. Maybe bend the left knee, reach back, grab the top of the foot. All options here. Good. Slowly meeting back in a warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Extended side angle. Right hand comes down to the instep, left bicep by the ear. So here we're trying to stack left rib cage on top of right rib cage, opening up. Ground down into the feet, extend both arms forward like you're holding a beach ball in your hands, like you're passing it forward. Split the arms north and south, gaze up towards the left thumb. Bend the elbow, bring it behind the body, palm facing out. Stay here. If you work full bind, right hand goes under the thigh, hooking left hand. Ground down into the feet, keep peeling the left shoulder open. If you work bird of paradise, gaze down. Hop left foot up to meet right foot. Come onto the right tiptoes and then start to draw the right knee up. When you reach the top, use the right shoulder to open the right knee up and then kick the right leg out. Meaning back and extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Press into the right foot, keep reaching back. Lift the torso up, meeting in a triangle, Trikonasana. So keep the legs strong and straight. Activate the quads, reach forward till you can't reach any further, then tilt the arms north and south. The back of the hand can be against the inner part of the ankle. You can use a block under the right hand, or you can peace figure bind the right big toe, pull up on it. Firmly press down into the feet. Feel how that opens up the left hip a little more. Send left bicep by the ear. Rise up, reverse your triangle. Left hand down the back leg, right hand reaches back. Legs are strong and active. Rise up, hands to hips. Hop the left foot in. Point it to a 45-degree angle. Bump this left hip forward. Inhale the left arm high. Reach forward with a flat back. Bring the left hand down to the inside or outside of the right foot. Great place for a block if you need a little assistance. Gaze up towards the right thumb. Press into the right foot to feel that right hip work its way back. Bring the gaze down to the mat. Shift forward, walk the left hand up a handprint, lift the left leg. Revolved half moon. So try to bring the left inner thigh up the right inner thigh. You're inner spiraling the thighs. Keep opening the right shoulder up, stacking on top of the left. With every inhale, lift the left heel a little higher. With every exhale, try to kick it a little straighter. Right hand comes down, left foot lands to meet right foot. Hips in the chair, Utkatasana. Squeeze the knees and the ankles together, lift the biceps by the ears. Hands come to heart center, take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Use the left elbow on the outside of the knee, working the thumbs towards heart center. Bring the gaze down at the knees. Notice if this left knee has projected forward. Bring it back in line with the right knee, then bring the gaze up to the sky. Open up the prayer. Come back through center, Utkatasana. Tiny little pulses, halfway down, halfway up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten the legs, lift up, lean back. Open the arms, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, step, hop, walker, float the feet back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Send it back, downward facing dog. Send the left leg high. Left knee, left tricep. Tap it to the outside, optional push-up. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep, optional push-up. Send it back. Left knee to chest, windshield wipers, left elbow, right elbow. Press away, find that rounding of the upper back for 3, 2, 1. Dial the right heel down, kick the left leg out and hold. Option Vishvamitrasana, grab pinky toe edge, knee to armpit, then start to kick into the hand. Good, kick the left leg out, lower it down, open the right arm up. Right hand plants, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip, stay here or flip your dog. Open up the left arm, let the head go. Keep the left heel off the mat. Left hand plants, left leg lifts. Step the left foot through, half moon. So left foot plants, press off, peel right hip on top of left. Ardha Chandrasana. A block can be used under the left hand to connect the floor a little closer to you. Try to flex the right foot. Notice how much more stability you have when you keep the legs active. Tight body is a light body. Maybe play with left hand to heart center. Maybe play with bending the right knee, grabbing top of the foot. Bend the left knee, land softly, warrior 2. Open it up. Widen the stance, sit a little lower. Flip the front palm, reverse. Extended side angle, left hand down to the instep, right bicep by the ear. Reach the right arm forward with purpose. Make every motion you do with purpose. So you're pressing into the feet, drawing the belly in, reaching the right arm forward. Extended warrior, reach both arms forward past the beach ball. Notice that right shoulder, is it down? Try to peel it open, stacking right shoulder on top of left, right rib cage on top of left. Split the arms, north and south, gaze towards the right thumb. Bend the elbow, bring it behind you, palm facing out. Stay here, keep the bend in the left knee, right shoulder working back. If you work that full bind, the left hand goes under the thigh, hooking right hand. If you work bird of paradise, gaze down. Hop right foot up to meet left. Come on to left tiptoes. Draw left knee up. Send it back. Send it out. Lower down, meeting an extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm reverse. As you reach back now, press into the left foot, straighten the left leg, continue reaching back. Lift the torso up. So now we've got strong, straight legs, setting up our triangle. I like to heel toe my right foot in like 2 more times, making my stance a little closer, but whatever works for you. Turn the quadriceps on, start to reach forward with the left hand till you can't go any further. That's when you bring the arms to north and south. Left hand can be on a block, or hook the left big toe, or back of the hand can be pressing against the inner part of the ankle. Because we're trying to avoid dumping weight into the left hand, we want to use the core here, pressing into the feet, opening up through the hips. So avoid dumping any weight down. We still want to stay active. Gaze up towards the right thumb. If that's compromising on the neck, you can keep the gaze down towards the left big toe. Send right bicep by the ear. Reach the right arm forward. Rise up, reverse your triangle. So with straight legs, left arm reaches back. Inhale, rise up, hands to hips. Hop that right foot in and then bump this right hip forward. Back foot is pointed to a 45-degree angle. So try to bump it forward. Reach up through the right arm this time. Quadriceps engaged. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lean forward, flat back. Draw this left hip back. Then right hand comes down inside or outside of the foot, or hand on a block. Open the left arm up. Good. Keep breathing. Let this breath and this position feel so nourishing, this twisted position. Bring the gaze down. Reach the right arm a little more forward, so right hand plants. We lift the right leg up. So now we're in a revolved half moon, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. So slightly pigeon toe the right foot. You're trying to thread the right inner thigh up the left inner thigh while still stacking left shoulder on top of right. I know, there's a lot going on here. With every inhale, reach the right heel a little higher. With every exhale, kick the right leg a little straighter. One more inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes down, right foot meets left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Hips in the chair, Utkatasana. Biceps by the ears, weight is in the heels, neutral tailbone here. So we're not tucking under, but we're not arching it out either. Nice and neutral. Hands come to heart center. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale, twist to the left. So try to get this elbow on the outside of the knee as much as you can to really get that leverage to twist. Elbows go north and south, working their thumbs to try to get to heart center, right there in line with the sternum. Open the prayer. Sweep the arms up, Utkatasana. Sweep the arms back, interlace the fingers, elevate the heels off the mat, squeeze the knees together to find the balance. Lower the heels, straighten the legs, fold, take the bind over. Release the hands down to the mat, bring the feet wide, Malasana, prayer squat. Use the elbows to press the knees out. Think about pressing the shoulders back, hips forward. Nice long spine here. Bring the right hand down, left arm high, gaze towards left thumb. Stay or bind. You can wrap the left hand behind you, and then the right hand starts to reach for the left hand. So the wrapper becomes the grabber. Back through center. Left hand down, right arm high. Gaze towards right thumb. Stay, or if you bind, right hand works its way to left hand. And then if you've got that bind, you can start to draw the bind towards the left ankle. Gaze over the right shoulder. Back through center. Working our crow pose. So plant the hands, lift the hips. Walk the feet in close towards one another. So for our crow pose, we grip the fingertips into the mat. So you want the knuckles to lift. A little ant could crawl under your knuckles. You're gripping the fingertips. And every time we work that knee to nose position, where you shift the shoulders forward beyond the fingertips, we're working that same motion here. And so we wrap the elbows in just like we do in chaturanga. See, this all builds on each other. So that's why we have to practice the way we want to move. Because if your elbows go wide, it's going to be a lot harder. So we wrap in. Knees come high towards the armpits. Gaze forward. Gaze top of the mat. Grip the fingertips. Shift forward. Play around. Maybe one foot comes up. Maybe both feet. Good. It's all about how you try. Lower the feet down. Back to Malasana. Because you'll never know if you don't try. And sometimes you surprise yourselves. I've had so many times people have this shocked expression in class, like they can't believe they did it. I'm like, of course you did it. Well, of course. All right, let's try it again. Second set, crow pose. Option to shoot your legs back on the one. Otherwise, move through chaturanga. Meet me in a downward facing dog in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot the legs back. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Send the right leg high. Right foot steps to the outside of the right hand. Lower the left knee down. Lizard lunge. So you can have the hands on blocks. You can have the forearms down on the mat. Totally up to you. You can play around with the position with the knee towards the shoulder or towards the outer edge of the right foot. So lots of options here. Do what works best for you and your body today. So taking a few deep breaths here, just breathing into the hips, any tight spaces, send the breath there. Quad stretch. Reach the right hand back to the hip, gaze over the right shoulder. Stay right here, or if you like to bend the left foot up, you could grab onto it. You can stay on the left palm, or you can make your way down to the left forearm. But as you draw the foot in towards the body, also start to kick into the hand. Slowly release. Plant the right hand, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot back, high straight arm plank, hold here. Lower to the forearms, forearm plank. Tap the right hip down to the mat. Come back through center, left hip. Center, right, center, left. So use the strength of the core to draw the hips up through center. And then use those stability muscles to lower the hip down as well. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your forearm plank. Walk the feet in for dolphin. Ground down into the forearms. Gaze towards the belly button. If the heels are high off the mat, that's totally fine. If you work pincha, gaze forward. Try to show that split in the air. So you're pressing off the grounded foot, letting the leg in the air guide the way. Letting the hips stack over the shoulders, then focus on bringing the legs up together. Don't worry about it too much at the beginning. Just try to find that stack. Back to dolphin. Bring the gaze forward, tapping nose to thumbs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the palms, straighten the elbows, meet me in a down dog. Send the left leg high. Left foot steps forward. Left hand comes to the instep. Lower the right knee down, lizard lunge. So you can heel toe the left foot to the left edge of the mat. If it feels good to stay on the palms, or again, forearms or knee towards shoulder or roll to outer edge, plenty of options here. Nice long, slow breaths in and out through the nostrils. Learning to breathe like this truly will transform your life. Just taking little time each day to notice how you breathe really starts to work its way into your life off of the mat. Really is important. Noticing how you breathe, the length of your breath, the depth of your breath, whether you're breathing through the mouth all the time, short, shallow breaths, or creating these long, slow, audible breaths. It's so important getting oxygen to the brain, deep breaths. Quad stretch, so you can come onto the palms, reach the left hand back, place it on the hip, gaze over the left shoulder. Great place to stay, or if you like to bend the right foot up and in, you can grab onto it. So kick into the hand, but also draw the foot in towards the body. Slowly release, hands plant, tuck right toes, step the left foot back. Forearm plank, last little push here. So lift the right toes off the mat, draw right knee towards right tricep, and then send it back. Bring it in, send it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right toes down, lift the left toes, draw left knee in, and send it back. In and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, walk the feet in, dolphin. You can do it. Gaze towards the belly, ground down into the forearms. Gaze forward, 5 dolphin dives, nose to thumbs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the hands, straighten the elbows, meet me in a down dog. Bring the gaze forward, step, hop, walk, or float the feet through, finding your seat. Keep the knees bent, extend the arms forward, chin to chest, C-curve, roll down the spine. Hug the knees in the chest, rock the body side to side. Good, we did eagle today, so let's do some eagle crunches. So wrapping the right leg over the left, just like you did in that eagle, and then wrapping the right arm under the left arm. Eagle your arms. So tap the elbows to the knees, and then tap the toes and the fingertips down. Crunch in, elbows to knees, and lower. Lift, try to get the hips off the mat, shoulders off the mat when you crunch in. Breathe through it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, switch it out. So this time left leg over, left arm under. Tap in, elbows to knees, fingers and toes tap. Lift up, lean back. Good. So you're squeezing the inner thighs together. It's a slow and controlled lower and a tight squeeze when you lift up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. One more set here. Hands behind head. Legs like Utkatasana, feet flex. Tap elbows to knees. And then keeping the knees bent, feet flexed, you're just lowering the heels to tap. So crunch in, elbows to knees, and then open the elbows up as you lower down, heels tap, feet stay flexed. Crunch in, slow lower. Up, lower. Beautiful, slow and controlled. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, rest them down on the mat. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Or if it feels better, you can reach the arms overhead, grab opposite elbows. Just notice the rise and fall of the chest here. Hug the knees into the chest, rock the body right and left. Plant the feet, heels near the glutes, moving into a bridge pose. So feet are hips width distance apart. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. Start to interlace the fingers underneath the body and then rock the body right and then left, right and then left. And every time you do so, you're just tucking the shoulder blades a little deeper underneath. Interlace the fingers, squeeze them tightly so try to get the palms to touch. And then press the fist package into the mat, ground down into the heels. And even though the chest is working its way towards the chin, you're trying to draw the chin away from the chest, keeping a long spine. Stay here. If you have full wheel, keep the hips lifted. Just release the hands, plant them over the shoulders, maybe coming to the top of the head first, and then maybe pressing all the way up, full wheel. Good. If you're thinking about doing it, you should. Give it a try. Great heart-opening posture, preparing your body for the day ahead. Good. One more inhale, press up, lift up. Slowly lower your way down to the mat. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Hug the knees into the chest. Send the legs up to the sky. Place the hands underneath the hips just to kind of prop the hips up to allow the legs to drain. Open and close the jaw. Stick out the tongue far towards the chin. Stretch out through the eyes. And then just let all the muscles through the face soften. Just take the opportunity here to invert your body. So few opportunities we have during the day to do this. It's so important. It feels so good. Every time I do poses like this or child's pose, I'm like, why don't I just do this all day? It feels so good. But we forget. We just keep moving, keep doing things that don't feel good. So enjoy this while you can. Stay in it if it feels good, but if you want to move into plow, you can start to pike the legs overhead. You can use the hands on the back to guide the hips over. You can keep the connection of hands to hips. You can bend the knees, rest them on the forehead. If you eventually have the feet touch the floor, then you can start to interlace the fingers just like you did in that bridge pose. Keep the hips lifted. So always just gazing towards the belly button. Avoid looking side to side in this posture because we really want to protect our cervical spine. Bring the hands to the low back. Pike the legs up, shoulders stand. So walk the hands from the low back down towards the shoulder blades. Use the hands on the back for support. Squeeze the legs together, reach them up towards the sky. Again, also in this pose, please only gaze up towards the belly button or towards the toes. No side to side gazing in this asana. Bend the knees towards the forehead. Pass through a deaf yogi, Karnapidasana ear pressure pose. Squeeze the knees around the ears. And then slowly roll down the spine, ever so slow, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, find a happy baby. Use the peace fingers, hook the big toes. If it feels good to straddle, kick one leg out, both legs out, or rock. Slight tuck of the chin to the chest here, trying to get the entire spinal column flush to the floor. Hug the knees in. Keep the right knee in. Extend the left leg long. Guide the right knee over towards the left. Gaze to the right. Just start to let it all soften. Let go of any tension. Any clenching through the glutes. Just let it all soften. Come back through center. Hug both knees in. Keep the left knee in. Extend the right leg. Draw the left knee to the right. Gaze over to the left. Unwind your way through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees, chin to chest, forehead in towards the knees. Squeeze the body in tight. As you take this last mindful inhale of the class, lift the shins up towards the sky, forehead to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, Savasana, let it go. Palms face up, feet fall away. Allow the fingers to naturally curl in. Release any tension from the face. Soften the jaw and furrow the brow. Let the bottom jaw sink back in towards the skull. And I'll leave you here in the spinal Savasana. Please take as much time as you can in this beautiful state of rest until you get up and move on to the next thing. Take a moment here. Let all those postures absorb, work into the body. I hope you feel good after this no-nonsense flow. I hope you feel like you got a good stretch, you got a good workout, and you feel productive for the rest of the day. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I thank you so much for joining me in this practice. It's like such an honor, and I'm truly like so grateful when you show up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next time on the yoga mat. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Bye.